Today, we're going to talk about three main things that will affect your credit report. What is a negative item? First, we're going to talk about what is negative information. Negative information is data in a consumer credit report that lowers the credit score. On your credit report provides detailed information on how you have used your credit in the past, including how much debt you have and whether or not you have paid your bills on time. It also provides your name, including any aliases or misspellings reported by creditors, your birthday, social security number, current and past home addresses, phone numbers, and current and past employers. And on your credit report, you will see revolving credit accounts, such as credit cards, installment loans, mortgages, auto loan, court judgment, bankruptcy, tax lien, charge off, repossession, child support, medical bill, student loan, and etc. So be aware that paying off any collection accounts will not remove it from your credit report. It will stay on your credit report for 7 to 10 years. Let's get more in depth on how this will affect your credit profile. Knowing your credit utilization ratio is the amount of revolving credit you're currently using divided by the total amount of revolving credit you have available. Let's say, for instance, you have available $10,000 in credit on two cards and you owe a balance of $5,000 on one card. Your utilization rate is 50% credit you have available. So you should only have an outstanding debt of 30%. And secondly, what is a FICO score? There are five factors that make up your FICO scores, like the amount owed, length of credit history, credit mix, no credit, and payment history. With all of these five components included in one, this is what is used to consider your FICO score. Last but not least, what are inquiries? Inquiries are when applying for credit with banks, lenders, or financial institution. They are required to provide you with a disclaimer, which means in the act of asking for information, they are going to run a check on your credit. Keep in mind, this means it will appear on your credit report up to 2 years. For example, when purchasing or leasing a new car, buying a new home, applying for store credit card, leasing on a new apartment, applying for personal loan, purchasing insurance, applying for a job where a credit check is required, and the list goes on and on. What you need to know, because we live in a credit society. The world we all live in today favors those with good credit and punish those who don't have it. Having bad credit can cost you a fortune. So understand why establishing good credit is worth the effort. You will stay motivated and focused as you go through the process of changing your financial life. The credit repair process will avoid you hundreds of thousands of dollars. Here at USA Credit Repair Service, we understand the many challenges that can have a negative impact on your credit worthiness. There are three stages to the work we provide here at USA Credit Repair Service. We remove negative items, raise your FICO score, and inquiry removal. To challenge your negative items, we will communicate back and forth with the credit bureau on your behalf to make sure that the necessary changes has been done. We will send out your dispute letter over the process of 6 months on your behalf. But keep in mind, the repair process takes 9 months to a year. Sometime even sooner, from 2 to 3 months, you will see results. On part two of this podcast, here's what you must know about financial literacy. I want you to learn how to build assets to gain wealth. So the key to success is borrowing money to buy assets that will gain value or produce income. Now, the main reason why I want you to establish a good credit score so that you will save money, and by establishing a positive credit history and with a strong credit score, you can save thousands of dollars every time you borrow money in the form of a lower interest rates. With these lenders, they will set up a loan terms that must be paid back on time. Private lender, credit union, federal banks, financial institution, you'll find with these lenders, they will set up a payment arrangement by check, auto pay, or make an online payment. And I cannot stress this enough. Make sure you keep money in your account that will cover your monthly payment so that you won't get hit with overdraft fees. Keep this in mind. Don't stop making your payments just to avoid your line of credit from turning delinquent. And if you're going to default, that can cost you a lifelong financial consequences that are difficult to recover from. So there are many reasons why people use credit cards today, but the main reason is simplicity. It is easier to use a credit card than virtually any other payment method, and easier to physically carry than cash. Every time you swipe your card, these credit card companies are making money. So to avoid your unnecessary spending, it is time to take a look at how and why you got here. The two main causes are uncontrollable spending habits and bad money management skills. As your debt fall apart and your burden become more than you can bear, it is time for you to do something about it. It is a good idea to prioritize your debt and not focus on the big picture, which is the overall debt that is there, but instead on one debt at a time. After cleaning up your debt by removing negative items, you will have to restore your credit with new primary accounts. Mortgages and home equity loans usually rank number one. Car loans typically comes in second. Credit cards, student loans, medical bills, and etc. These are last but not least. So these debt payments will be top priority all the time.